The house stood sentinel on the edge of town, a forgotten relic from a bygone era. This ancient structure, this monument to another age, perched on the very precipice of civilization, seemed to exude a palpable sense of timelessness. It was as though the house itself was a living, breathing testament to the past, its silent sentinels standing watch over the slow march of the ages. Its once grand windows were now dark, empty sockets, staring out at the world with an eerie indifference. These portals, once filled with the light of life, stood as hollow echoes of their former selves. One could almost see the spectral faces of the past looking out from them, their vacant gazes filled with a longing for times long since past. Each window seemed to serve as a foreboding eye, observing the world without emotion or care, apathetic to the grandeur of the living world. This place, this forgotten sanctuary of the past, held an almost mystical allure. Its shadowy corners and hidden alcoves whispered of untold stories, of secrets that yearned to be revealed. It felt as though the very walls themselves were privy to the hidden narratives of the past, holding them close to their stone hearts, silent guardians of history. "Hello? Is anyone there?" The voice echoed through the empty halls, a lone soliloquy in the midst of the quiet stillness. There was something unsettling about the silence that enveloped the house, a quietness that was not born out of peace, but of a haunting disquiet. It was as though the house itself was holding its breath, waiting, watching. Must be the wind. An excuse, perhaps, a feeble attempt to rationalize the unexplainable. But the wind does not whisper in hushed tones, nor does it create shadows that dance and flicker in the dim light. Something else lurked within these ancient walls, something that was not of this world. "Who's there?" The question hung air, a challenge to the unseen. Fear began to creep in, an unwelcome visitor in this house of specters. The very air seemed to thicken with apprehension, a sense of dread filling the void. "No, no, no!" A desperate plea, a cry for salvation in the face of the unknown. The walls seemed to close in, the shadows seemed to deepen, the quiet growing ever more oppressive. A terror began to take hold, a fear that was not merely of the imagination, but of something far more tangible, far more real. The house had been waiting for her, biding its time until the moment was right. It was as though it had been lying in wait, watching, observing, anticipating. The house, this forgotten relic, this enduring sentinel, seemed to awaken, its consciousness stirred by the presence of the living. Now, Sarah was trapped, haunted by the spirits that had called this place home for far too long. These spectral entities, these echoes of the past, clung to this place with a fierce determination, unwilling to relinquish their hold on their timeless abode. The house had claimed another soul to join its ghostly ranks, another story to add to its everlasting narrative.